Girl, let me ask you something. Have you ever looked at those women who just seem to have it all together? The ones who wake up looking effortlessly beautiful, who carry themselves with unshakable confidence, who seem magnetic without even trying. You know that girl, the one you scroll past on social media and think, I wish that was me. Well, what if I told you that 2026 is exactly 90 days away, and those 90 days are more than enough time to become her? Not the fake, perfect version you see online, but the real, authentic, glowed-up version of you. Because here is what nobody tells you about becoming that girl. It is not about having the perfect life. It's about having the perfect system. And in the next 8 minutes, I am going to break down exactly how we are going to use these final 90 days of 2025 to completely transform your life. Plus, I'll share the one mindset shift that I'm going to be real with you. 6 months ago, I was the girl making the same New Year's resolutions over and over again. You know the list: wake up earlier, work out consistently, eat healthier, be more confident, get my life together. Sound familiar? But here's what I learned the hard way: transformation doesn't happen because you want it. It happens because you build systems that make it inevitable. And when I finally figured out the formula, everything changed. Not overnight, but consistently, day by day, habit by habit. And now I wake up excited about my life. I feel confident in my skin. I have energy, clarity, and purpose. And I want the same for you. That's why we're doing this 90-day challenge together. Let's start with some truth. It's October, and 275 days of 2025 have already passed you by. Those goals you set in January, most of them are still sitting there, aren't they? But here's the thing: you're not broken. You're not lazy. You're not behind. You just haven't had the right roadmap. Most people fail because they try to change everything at once, get overwhelmed, and give up by February. We're doing the opposite. We're using these final 90 days strategically, because 90 days is the perfect sweet spot, long enough to create real change, short enough to maintain focus and momentum. First, we need to talk about identity. Most women are trying to do their way into becoming that girl. They think if they just follow the right morning routine or buy the right skincare, they'll transform. But that girl thinks differently. She doesn't try to become confident, she is confident. She doesn't try to be disciplined, she is disciplined. See the difference? Here's your first challenge. For the next 7 days, I want you to ask yourself, what would that girl do? Before every decision, what would she eat for breakfast? How would she respond to that text? How would she show up to that meeting? Because here's the secret: you don't become her by changing your actions. You become her by changing your identity, and then your actions naturally follow. Comment below if you are ready to make this identity shift. I want to see who is really committed. Second, foundation systems over motivation. That girl doesn't rely on feeling motivated. She has systems that work whether she feels like it or not. Most women fail because they rely on willpower. But willpower is like a battery, it runs out. Systems are like solar panels. They keep generating energy automatically. We're going to build 3 non-negotiable systems: your morning foundation, your evening reset, and your weekly planning ritual. These aren't complicated. They're designed to be simple enough that you can't fail, but powerful enough to create massive change. For example, instead of saying, I'll work out for an hour every day, we start with, after I brush my teeth, I'll do 10 squats. Small, stackable, impossible to fail. Which habit are you going to stack first? Let me know below. Third foundation, that girl has mastered her energy. She doesn't just manage her time, she manages her energy. Because you can have all the time in the world, but if your energy is drained, nothing happens. Most women are walking around running on empty, wondering why they can't show up as their best selves. We're going to audit everything that drains your energy and everything that fills your cup. This means saying no to energy vampires, the people, activities, and habits that leave you feeling depleted, and saying yes to energy multipliers, the things that make you feel alive, inspired, and powerful. For the next week, I want you to notice what gives you energy versus what drains it. Write it down, because you can't manage what you don't measure. And protecting your energy is the most feminine, powerful thing you can do. Here is what most women do and understand about transformation. It is not about the big dramatic changes. It's about the compound effect of tiny, consistent improvements. If you get 1% better every day for 90 days, you'll be 2.4 times better by the end. That's not just improvement, that's transformation. That's becoming unrecognizable to your former self. That girl understands this. She doesn't try to overhaul her entire life on Monday. She improves her morning by 5 minutes. She adds one healthy habit. She sets one small boundary, and she does it consistently. Consistency beats perfection every single time, which is why this challenge is designed for real women with real lives, not Instagram perfection. Are you ready to trust the process and show up consistently? Comment, I trust the process if you're in. And here's the foundation most self-help content ignores: you can't transform in isolation. That girl has a community that supports her growth, challenges her to level up, and celebrates her wins. We are not just doing a 90-day challenge, we are building a sisterhood of women who refuse to stay small. Women who are done making excuses and ready to make changes. Every day for the next 90 days, I'll be here sharing the journey, the wins, the struggles, the lessons, the breakthroughs. And I want you sharing yours too. Use the hashtag 90days tummy best self so we can find each other and cheer each other on. Because here's what I know: when women support women, magic happens. When we rise together, we rise faster, higher, and stronger than we ever could alone. But here is the real secret that nobody talks about: becoming that girl isn't about becoming someone else. It's about becoming who you already are underneath all the doubt, fear, and limiting beliefs. That girl you admire, she's not some mystical creature. She's you just without the stories you tell yourself about why you couldn't have what you want. She's you just with systems that support her dreams instead of sabotage them. The most magnetic thing about that girl is in her routine or her aesthetic. It is that she knows who she is and she's not apologizing for it. She takes up space. She speaks her truth. She goes after what she wants without asking permission. So for the next 90 days, we're not becoming someone new. We're becoming who we've always been, just louder, prouder, and more unapologetic about it. So there you have it, the 5 foundations we're building over the next 90 days. Identity, systems, energy, compound effect, and community. Your transformation starts right now. Not Monday, not next week, right now. Here's what I need you to do. First, comment I am in and tell me one thing you are committing to changing in these 90 days. Second, screenshot this moment, because 90 days from now, you're going to want to remember the day you chose yourself. Tomorrow, we are diving deep into creating your morning foundation, the routine that sets that girl energy for your entire day. You won't want to miss it, because I am sharing the 5-minute morning ritual that changed everything for me. Hit subscribe and ring that notification bell, because I am showing up every single day for the next 90 days, and I want you right there with me. Let's glow up together. Future that girl. Your best self is waiting.